Our first guest tonight is a WWE superstar and 16-time world champion, who you also know from films such as Trainwreck, Blockers, and Sisters. He's currently starring in F9, the 9th chapter in the Fast and the Furious franchise, which is in theaters this Friday. Let's take a look.
Otto, sending you new pickup location.
Please welcome back to the show, John Cena. How are you, John?
Fantastic. Just some zip lines, mid-air collisions, and knuckle sandwiches in a bespoke tailor shop. This is F9.
When you're on a zip line, the last thing you're worried about is somebody crashing into the side of you and throwing you through a glass window, and there you were.
Seth, that's the last thing you're worried about.
You look, first of all, let me just note, because I feel like it's always a mistake to overlook it. You look as dapper as ever, as well-addressed guest as we have on the show. I want to also
see that you're still blind.
I also want to say this is one of those movies. It's very exciting because this is the kind of film that I think people love to see in a theater. Comes out on Friday. Have you heard from people who've seen it yet, or people who are excited to go see it?
Yeah, and honestly, it's been really thrilling. You know, we wanted to release this film in April before COVID hit, and then the world changed, so Universal chose to wait. And, now we're in a position where people can safely go enjoy it. And all of the journalists that I've talked to have like, man, I saw this in the theater, and it reminded me of how much I love to go see movies. And it really is important to hear that. It really is special, because Fast is a great movie experience. It does crazy, wacky stuff, as you saw in the action. There's a really cool narrative in there. You don't have to watch the previous installments. You can just sit down and have fun and escape for a little bit and go to a theater and remember the sensations that we so long for, we miss. And I'm really proud that F9 is a vehicle to get people back into cinema.
It also must be nice, even though you filmed it 2 years ago, and so you're sitting on this movie, you must know the whole time, well, at least when this is over, people will still like things that are Fast and Furious. Like, it wasn't like America was going to grow out, or the world, I should say, was going to grow out of their taste for this franchise.
Well, it was also kind of difficult because we dropped the first trailer at the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and it got the most views of any trailer. So excitement and expectation was there, which means that demand was there. And then we just had an 18-month stop down. So it was really, you're anxious to see if you can build that hype and excitement again, but it's the fans that are dedicated to this franchise around the world have just been awesome, and everybody's been patient with us, and it's really awesome that it's finally upon us and everybody can go enjoy it.
You obviously are no stranger to stunts and doing your own stunts. Was there anything in this film that impressed you, or sort of had you take a moment to think, oh, I've never seen this before?
Oddly enough, the Fast family, like literally the get-togethers off camera, and that scene at the end of every Fast, which is a barbecue and Coronas, that's like how it is off camera. So it was really cool to just hang out with people that I guess they just celebrated their 20th anniversary, that I've grown up watching, and be able to learn about them as human beings. It was really unique, and I didn't think that there was such a thing, and it's actually a Fast family. It was pretty cool.
You have talked on the show before about your love of cars. Was there anything on this set that you wish you could have taken home with you?
Man, I saw him wreck a $250,000 Jag. That sucked. That hurt my heart a lot. I saw my first TVR, which you can't bring over to the U.S. because of the 25-year import rule. I saw the brand new Apollo. I saw the car, the Lamborghini they used as a 25th anniversary Countach, like the one they paraded around. There was so many great cars. And I got to drive a little bit too. So I've done some social media profiles. There's an Aston Martin Vanquish S, the brand new Apollo, and the Countach in the middle. Those were cars that barely made the film, and that right there, literally all in, is probably $3 million worth of metal. So Fast goes big on everything, man.
We're looking to get a new car. How are these can these fit child seats?
So no.
Okay.
No. Yep. So those three are out. Yep.
You're also keeping busy, as always, co-hosting the show Wipeout. We had your guest, your co-host, I should say, Nicole, on the show. And have you ever wanted, watching that show, to give the actual obstacle course a try?
Now, as a self-proclaimed fall down man from my existence in WWE, not a freaking chance. Like, just looking at the course, it's so spectacular and everything's padded and there's water everywhere. And Nicole's like, man, I'd give this a run. She had a broken foot at the time. I looked right at her. I said, you're crazy. And then we watched contestants go through. And we cut the show together to show like the best. Because if we ran it as a continuous loop, some of the contestants were on the course for 90 minutes. And like you fall once and you get your mind shook and then you're shocked by the cold water and you get all muddy. You really get exhausted. So I really just like watching. I think that's the best position for me.
It must be, I mean, the 90 minutes part, watching the same person does seem a little rough, but I can only imagine how much fun it is to watch it, especially with someone like Nicole.
Oh, honestly, it's a great show, and Nicole is the perfect personality for the show because it's a lighthearted show. You know you're going to mangle yourself in the safest way possible. They want people to exude a character, and our contestants literally make the show. So we just get to kind of sit back and be lighthearted with it. It's not a show where it takes the competition seriously. It really, we can tell jokes, we can have a good time, and I think that's what's a lot of the enjoyment of watching it as a viewer as well.
Well, thank you for giving us so much to watch, and we're very excited for the new film on Friday, and always a pleasure to see you, John. I really appreciate it.
Man, it's great to see you again. I can't wait to be back there in studio with you. I really look forward to that time soon, and thank you very much for the time.